You buy a car at the end of the month. The reason why you buy a car at the end of the month is because everybody want to meet their quota. When everybody want to meet their quota, they blowing the cars out. When everybody's blowing the cars out, that price that was really $799 is now $599. That's how you steal a car.
All right, listen, man. I got a free gift for you. Sponsored by my brother, Marquel Russell. Listen, he is going to give you the paid ad playbook. I asked him to give it to you, and I was like, yo, you got to give it to him for free. He said, all right. So he's going to teach you the 5x5x25 method. Now, I can't teach you that because I don't know it as good as Marquel. However, if you get the paid ad playbook, he's going to teach you this thing that has attracting 4 clients, 50 to 100 leads every single day. I'm talking about leads that actually convert. To this date, it's generated over $250 million in revenue for coaches, consultants, course creators, and experts in their field, okay? So listen, it's a 14-page action guide that's more valuable than 99% of these $997 courses that's out there. How I know? Because I got them all, okay? And he's going to give you a bonus training that's going to help you strategically strategize your own system. Strategize your whole system. You need a strategy, fam. So listen, do me a favor. Go to socialproofgift.com. Socialproofgift.com. I certify, okay? He's the first person to help me make $30,000 in a week. It was crazy. No cap, okay? So go to socialproofgift.com. Check it out. It's free, absolutely free. Or text PROOF, P-R-O-O-F, PROOF, to 904-447-5274. The number's here, website's here. Back to the episode. All right, welcome to another edition of the Social Proof Podcast, where we find dope people that did dope stuff, and this episode is no different. First off, y'all winning real big.
Appreciate that.
Thank God.
Real big. I thank that. Thank you.
And I know y'all got something special because it's hard to get 3 people. I don't know how many people's on your team, but I know y'all like the main 3. 3 people on the same page to do anything. That's why it's hard for marriages, right? Because 2 people got to be on the same page to do something. But it's very rare that you find 3 people with no, like, hey, like you got Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, hey, you do this, you do that, and then I'll put y'all together, we're a team, but I'm at the top of this. Steve Jobs, you have like one main person.
Right.
But like what you guys have been able to do collectively, especially because, well, I know y'all 2 got big personalities. You be kind of chilling a little.
I'm chilling.
Are you like the Are you like the therapist of it? Like when it gets crazy?
I would say the therapist or like the mediator. It just depends on the situation because we all have our own instances sometimes. But we're like a tripod, different strengths, different weaknesses. You're only as strong as your weakest link. So we try to be balanced. You know, we try to understand each other. A lot of people don't understand a partnership with 3 people is just like a marriage. So we got to understand people's highs and lows and just adjust to each other. And that's the way it works.
I got one wife. I can imagine having like a family of 3.
And then there's money involved?
Same
credit card, business credit cards.
You're used to doing things your way. You're used to doing things this way.
Let me ask you. Is it easier for multiple people to manage when the business gets big, or is it easier when the money's small?
I think it's easier when the money's small.
Why? It seems like there's so much more and everybody's good.
Yes and no, but what they say, more money, more problems. The bigger the gross, the more money you make, the bigger the accolades, egos get stroking sometimes. You gotta understand, we all human. We're all men, we're all women. Everybody's trying to push that envelope to becoming the best of the best. All right, so then what happens when, all right, an accolade is done and it was you that did that?
But then you gotta say, we.
Correct.
Yes.
And you can let egos come into play, and us as a 3, as a whole, we didn't let that happen. We thank God for that.
That's awesome.
Right, gentlemen?
Yeah, definitely. We thank God every day. We actually started the company with a prayer. Like when we met, we prayed on it. We're not gonna let money or women come between us. We're gonna take this to the top. And that's the God honest truth. And we pray all the time. So that's
the 2 biggest downfalls for partnerships, especially men, young Black men, is money and women.
Yeah. Any of y'all married?
No. But no.
Not married, not engaged.
Nah, not engaged.
Nothing's happening right now?
No girlfriend, no girlfriend.
It's 100% focus.
PTG.
Up and it's stuck. Okay, all right, that's what's going on. Well, let me give y'all a chance to introduce yourselves. Well, first, what does PTG stand for?
Price is too good, 365 days out the year.
Dang, I didn't know that. That's dope.
The only day off is the leap year, one day.
PTG, price is too good, 365.
Yes.
Who came up with the name?
We all did.
We all did, actually.
No, somebody.
No,
we all did in California.
I had a company prior called PTG Enterprises. Eric had a company prior called Quality 365.
Yep.
And then we put it together, and then Dave added the actual acronyms to each letter. And then boom.
It just went crazy.
That's for real.
That's exactly how it happened.
Partnership
exactly-
is different. All right, so let me start here. Introduce yourself to the people.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Dave Obaseki, a.k.a. Mr. Monster Deal Alert, a.k.a. Mr. Action, a.k.a. Match My Energy.
You got a lot of AKAs. You got a lot of AKAs.
Okay.
Brandon Medford, Lamborghini B, a.k.a. the King of Finance.
Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Whitehead. Everybody calls me E-Money.
No AKA?
No AKA.
Well, you could have
E-Money or Eric Whitehead. One of
I
them.
didn't hear AKA. All right, so talk to me about just off the rip. What is it that your business does? I know you guys deliver cars in boxes and all kind of stuff. Like how you put a car in a box, and I saw it. I met y'all after I saw the video on the Shade Room where 50 Cent presented, I guess, this girl with a car,
Right.
and it was in a box with a big bow.
Right.
Like, first time I get a car in a box, it was just crazy.
Right.
And then like explosions and all that kind of stuff. So what does your company do? Is it just delivering cars, selling cars? What is it?
No, it's actually putting the whole deal together from A to Z. So it's helping the buying process, the car buying process for every customer. So basically a new car, used car, we help negotiate the price for you. We get the best deal, and we have the car delivered to your house, to your office, to the restaurant, to wherever you are. And we try to do this within 24 hours.
With a world-class experience, because not everyone delivers their cars with a red bow, a red carpet, and lots of confetti.
Said in 24 hours.
24
within 24
hours.
hours.
So you find a car, you negotiate the best price, and then you present. So all the stuff that y'all do, is that extra?
On the pricing? Is what you're
Yeah.
saying?
No,
No,
it's
not.
included.
It's
It's
included.
part of your delivery.
It's everything's included. Every single thing. See, the reason.
How do you get the best price and bacon y'all cost? That's where I'm lost.
Well, you got to. All right, so this is how it works in the dealership world. There is invoice and there's MSRP.
Mhm.
So there's a difference. There's a price point between MSRP and invoice, and we get cars at cost with dealers. So at the end of the day, if I'm selling you a vehicle, yes, we all have power to keep on. We all have bills to pay. Yes, we do make a couple dollars, but we don't have to make the same amount as the dealership does. They have inventory. They have a floor plan. They have a bunch of people that are on salary that needs to get paid. So when you walk in, they look at you as a unit. We don't look at you as a unit. I look at you as Mr. Dave, the Dorito Dave. I get to know you. I understand who you are. And I make your buying experience very easy. Anything you want. There is no cap. You could want an Escalade, a BMW, a Ferrari.
A Honda.
You go into a Honda, but you go into a BMW dealership, you can't say you want a Mercedes. It doesn't work like that. They're gonna be little Mercedes and say, you have to buy the BMW, please.
Gotcha.
And when you buy it, they don't call you back. They look at you as a unit.
Right.
You buy it from us. There's pictures, there's confetti, there's bowl. I'm doing so much.
Yes.
It's like for real, when we think about what we do, we really shifted the culture. 50 Cent said to him verbatim, I have never had a vehicle delivered like this to me ever. Mulatto had 2 cars in front of her family's house on Christmas. On Christmas, 2 cars. The family came out, her mother was crying, her sister was crying, and she's never experienced that. That's what we bring to the table.
Dang.
Yeah.
So take me back to the room where y'all started formulating this company and this idea. Are all y'all dealers?
Yeah.
Y'all,
At
all
the
y'all
time,
started
yeah.
as dealers or what?
We're all working in the dealership at that time.
Okay. In the same dealership?
No,
No.
different
dealerships.
Different states.
Different states, too.
We actually knew each other. Like, I knew both of them for a very long time. I met Brandon in junior high school, and I met Dave in college.
Mhm. So how did this come about?
So I actually introduced them both together. We were all in the industry, auto industry, and I actually introduced them together. We were all tired of working for everyone else and making them successful and more wealthy. And we could do this ourselves. We had the clientele, we had the relationships. Why don't we formulate this business? We're all African American, and let's run these numbers up. We're doing the same thing. We're making all these other companies successful. We work for multiple different companies, and we just came together. And the strength was within the numbers. Like, we just put it together.
So all of y'all were actually selling cars
Yeah.
at different
Well,
dealerships?
I was a finance director at the time.
Finance, okay.
Yeah.
Got you. But you're working in what were you doing?
I was a new car sales manager.
I know you was selling cars, bro. You used to seem like the type. I wanted to buy a car. It's the wedding, bro. He just kept talking. He's like, yo, it's the bridge.
I caught you with the bridge.
Yo, explain the bridge. Because I was excited. I was like, dang, I need a car now.
Okay.
It wasn't even for the car. I was like, I want to be a part of this bridge.
Okay, so you have John, then you have the car. Before John gets to the car, there's a bridge. There's an experience. Perfect example. John says, listen, I want to surprise my wife. She just had a child. I want to surprise my wife, but I don't know how to do it. Let me close the bridge. This is how we'll do it. You're going to set up a restaurant. You're going to sit there, act like nothing has happened. By the way, everything is approved. Insurance is in-house. I have COD. COD means cash doing delivery. I have everything in-house. We're going to set up the surprise. Don't do nothing, John. Sit there, eat. Let your wife think everything is good. The baby is there. Everything's happy. You're leaving. Check is paid. Walk out. What's happening? There is a big vehicle with a big ribbon on it. She didn't know what was happening. Oh my God. Monster Deal Alert. That's the bridge. You've seen it firsthand. The wedding, nobody knew what was happening.
Nuts.
Except for Marcus. He the only one that knew what was happening.
Exactly.
He was the only one that was like this. He kept saying, I got something for y'all. I got something for y'all. She didn't know. That was the bridge. And he built that bridge. It took some time. But he built it.
That's crazy. I'm loving this experience. Why? So when you have an idea, right? You're saying, "Yo, let's all come together." They don't really know each other. I know both of y'all. Y'all all in the industry. Was the goal to get our own lot? Was it to be an online auto trader, or was it to create these bridges and this experience?
I say the goal overall was just to put whatever, throw it to the wall and make it stick. So we didn't know exactly how we wanted to do it. We just knew we wanted to get it done. We knew we wanted to sell a lot of cars and have our play frames all over the world and just continue to win, build, and grow. And as we were working, we came up with auto brokerage, and that's what we ended up starting. And then from there, we did a lot of numbers. Our first month, we did like 30 or 40 cars, and then it just kept growing and growing and growing.
So
and
were y'all all in the same state?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're all in New York, I take it?
Yes.
Correct.
We actually started in LA, though. We actually flew to LA to get Brandon and then bring him back. Once we were on the same page, we all flew back together, and then we put the company together.
Y'all was in New York. You was in LA.
And he lied to me. Eric lied. He put me together.
Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Why you bringing up old stuff?
This is real life. I was going to an event that I love going to. It is Vivo Clico event. Marco Polo, very nice, very subtle, very beautiful.
Upscale.
He's very upscale. You drink, they greet you nice. Long story short, we going to California, so I'm excited. Let's go Airbnb, rental. Then we go and have fun. He's like, yeah, we got to make a stop. So, okay, I need to eat. I'm like, yeah, just come. We go into a dealership. I said, bro, I don't want to be in a dealership. So we sit and he's like, yo, yeah, I got to wait for somebody. Brandon walk out from the left, walking how Brandon walked.
Hold on. There wasn't were y'all talking business? Did y'all have this idea?
I spoke about it prior. I spoke about it prior, but personally with Dave, and I spoke about it with Brandon, and I knew the differences between their personalities, like his strengths, his weaknesses, my strengths, my weaknesses, and like I kind of just put it together in my head, and I knew they would click and it would go crazy because I was the glue, and I know how the egos are very big. They like to be out there, and I'm cool, so it's always gonna work. We always gonna be balancing each other. So I told him and I told Brandon, but they never knew each other. So I told Dave, we're gonna go to this Clico event, we're gonna have fun, and I told Brandon, I'm coming out there, we're gonna talk about this company. Because Dave, like, he wanted to just reset. Like, he gets overwhelmed, he's like, I need to reset. So I'm like, bro, we're gonna be good, we're gonna have fun. So our first stop was to meet Brandon, and Brandon knew what it was, but he didn't know, but it ended up still working either way.
Wow.
So I told the little white lie, but it worked. Look at us now, right?
He dapped me. Brandon dapped me. He dapped me hard, too. Like, pop, pop.
Loud,
the whole
big
dealership
energy.
heard it. And then 5 minutes later, Brandon is leaving the dealership. He grabs a Lexus. We had speakers to the booth.
Right.
Speakers to the and then we just left. And then
Brandon left his, I'm like, it's
he left
10 o'clock.
He
I'm
left
like,
the dealership. He left. He said,
You
we
left?
out.
He said, I'll be
You
right
left,
back.
You got off that day, or you left?
Nah, I
he got off that
left
day.
for the week. I just I'm out of here.
Just like that. Left for the weekend. Just walked out 10 o'clock in the morning. But I'll be right back. Come on, they didn't see him back to win. I think the next day after that weekend, he quit.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm still trying to wrap my brain around how fast this company just starts.
Yeah.
So you're talking to Brandon. How long was this conversation going on before?
A long time. Brandon
Me
was
and
stubborn.
Eric used to always talk like every month, a couple hours out the month about different things in the dealership, money, stuff like that. And then as the time got closer, then we started talking deeper about it, and that's when he came in.
And what made you just not go back?
To tell you the truth, I've been at that position as a finance director for like the last 3 years before I quit from the age of 20, sorry, for 2 years, from 23 to 25. I was making about $500,000 on the books. And
What?
He jumped off the cliff.
Hold on.
As a finance director, so I will oversee the whole finance department. So you ever go to a dealership and you sit down at the
You were
dealership?
23 when you started?
I was 23.
You making $500,000. Golly.
I still have the W-2 laminated.
Yeah,
I
so
believe
look,
myself.
You still got the W2 laminated to show people like what you can do in the car. A lot of people don't know what the car business can bring. So anyway, I look at it like this. If I'm 23, I'm making $500,000 and the guy's upstairs sitting down chilling, he's cutting me $500,000. How much he's making? Right. And I'm doing all the work.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I got to a point, and at that time I had no kids, nothing. I got to a point like, you know what? If we're gonna do this, we could do this now with us. Mm-hmm. So that's when we sat down, we hung out that one night, we prayed. I was like, yo, I'm out.
Did you have some money saved up?
Yeah, 100%.
Got you.
But I just bounced.
Yo, you know what's so crazy? Because I think of the story. When I was working at the Cheesecake Factory, I'm making $30,000. Of course I'll leave. Like, I mean, I can make $30,000 anywhere. But yo, in all honesty, I don't believe that I would be an entrepreneur today if I was making $500,000 at my job. I honestly don't believe that.
You know, what really played into that is that, I guess my ambition, definitely my ambition, and having the right people around me. You know, because I looked at it like this. I said, I'm 23, I'm talented in the car business. I didn't prove from store to store that I can do what I have to do. So if I left, coming back, doing something like that is easy.
Got it.
For me, it's I'll jump. I'll make the jump. I'm 23 right now. What's the worst that can happen? I end up back in my father's basement, which I did because I went back to New York to start the company over. So instead of riding high like this, I had to humble myself down. You know, we started off selling cars in back of a Honda Accord. We had no office, no storefront, no salespeople, no drivers, no BDC reps, no TV show. We had people that were walking. We walk into a dealership. Hey, can I take this $100,000 Benz and drop it to this client? No. Who are you? Mm-hmm. You have any? Are you bonded? No. You have any insurance? No.
What's
you
your
have
license?
a broker's license? No. I didn't have a driver's license. So it's like, no. And I tell all our entrepreneurs now, when you hear no, that means no opportunity. That means your time that you can find the yes, because you're only going to hear no so many times until you hear that first yes. And all you need is that first yes. When you have that first yes, you take it and you run with it. And that's all it took. Our first yes. When we took our first yes, man, there's no going back.
Yeah. So you go back to New York. So where were you in this equation? Like, what was your life like? Because you was just trying to be lit in LA for the weekend. Like, where was you at? Like, what was going
Eric
on?
was telling me, yo, bro, you're gifted, coming to the car business. I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm comfortable. I'm not doing it. I went with him one day.
How much was you making as a car dealer? I mean, as a car salesman.
$275. Sales manager, $275.
Salesman. So y'all was getting to this chicken.
A lot of
What
people
was you
don't know.
making?
I was making a little under 300, like 2 and change.
Yeah, he was a sales manager. Yeah, you can make that money.
And I was doing
You
this
gotta
since
be a
17.
beast, though. You gotta understand something, though. That lane of work is very difficult mentally. You're literally, somebody's actually walking into an office to meet you, and you have to bump them on a car payment. You have to bump them on an interest rate. You have to sell a warranty, and if you don't do it, you don't make money. You understand that? Remember, they go from a salesperson arguing, negotiating, then a sales manager, arguing, negotiating, then a finance manager. So it's tough, but there's a will, there's a way.
I think it's deeper than that too, though, because if they don't like you, they're not gonna buy
that's
from you.
another thing,
You gotta
too.
build that relationship and that rapport to make people like you. Because if I don't like somebody, I don't care what we're doing, I'm not spending any money with you. You have to make me comfortable. So it's a lot of factors in the auto industry. And if you apply yourself, you can be very, very successful. And a lot of people don't know that.
That's lit. So you go to LA. Y'all, I'm sure in that time in LA, y'all having conversation. Mm-hmm. He's hyping y'all up. You know what I mean? Like,
he's like, we're doing this now.
Y'all drinking the Kool-Aid. So I come back to New York, and what do you do?
So Brandon calls me. It was like at 8 p.m., something like that. He's like, yo, bro, I quit. He said, I quit. So I'm like, okay, all right. So he just jumped out the airplane. I gotta jump with him. Let me get my parachute.
You just met him, though. You ain't gotta follow.
It was energy. You know, energy is different.
We one weekend knowing each other.
I dapped him. That was all I needed. I don't know how to explain it, but God did that. So I walked into the dealership at the time I was working, and I respectfully told the owner, I said, yeah, it's time for me to go. And he's like, I ain't gonna lie to you, whatever you about to do, I already know you're gonna be great at it. So he gave me the bet. He just wished blessings on me. And then after that, Eric left his job, and then it was just a goal. It was over. I remember the first year.
Hold on, I just don't like the fact that he got y'all to quit y'all jobs first. And he's like, y'all quit? He quit?
You know what it was? You know what it was? I took a vacation. I need another vacation. Like, all right, we about to really do this. So I took a vacation. Like, I did the one part in LA. We knew what we was about to make happen. I went to DR for a little while just to reset, and I knew we was gonna hit the ground running. So it just so happened. They went faster than I expected. I'm like, wow. I said, that was great. Thank you, God. But when I got back, I resigned respectfully. You know, me and Dave, I actually went with Dave when he resigned. He brought his own nice bottle in 1942. I went back to my owner, and I did the same thing. I had a meeting, and they just wished us the best, and it went from there.
Dang, that's crazy. Okay, so y'all get together. Day one, how do we start? Or did we start while we still had our jobs and we was leaving?
No.
Kind of sort of, right?
Kind of sort of. You did exits.
Vanessa the exit.
Vanessa the exit. We was still working.
We were still working.
We did a deal. We did our first deal all together. And then I remember like it was yesterday. I went. Okay, I thought it was me. It's all right. It's okay.
I'm actually breaking the rules.
No,
I apologize.
It's all right. And I took the camera and I went to the client. I said, "Yeah, monster deal alert!" And they looked at me like I was crazy. They're like, "Why are you screaming?" But then they wanted it. It was like everybody was like, "Yes, yeah, I need you. I need the energy." So then they just went crazy. And then we were learning things about ourselves in the company, what people liked, what people disliked. It was a learning experience. So we didn't know where we were going. We hit our heads a couple times. A lot.
Give me an example. What was like one of the worst experiences?
One of the worst experiences in the very beginning was the day, I don't want to name drop, but a very big dealership organization, a very, very big dealership, which they have multiple dealers.
Over 30 stores.
They told us verbatim, all those deals you did, we're not giving you a check. Now, but then I started tapping into the old me. Them two had to say, let's not go that route. I'm like, I quit my job. They're playing with my money. They're like, no. So we did it respectfully. We went in there all three together. I remember like it was yesterday. It was a very long table.
Why didn't they want to pay y'all?
A deal went left that wasn't our fault.
Yeah, we didn't take the necessary precautions to
it wasn't
prevent
our
us from
fault.
certain deals. And
remember I told you we hit our heads and learned how prevention now is better than cure. So we went to explain ourselves. I remember this table, it was very long and it was 20 white men, and it was just 3 black guys, which was us 3.
How much did they owe y'all?
About 50 grand.
Right? A lot of money.
A little more, somewhere around, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of money. 4 years ago, but it was a lot.
It was a lot of money. It was a lot of money. It was because we was so. Every time I think about it, I start.
I'm migraine.
Yeah, calm down. We're good now. So, and then when we walked in there, they said no. They said no. You're not getting it. No.
Okay, I gotta understand. What is like your business model is you go to a dealer and it's just y'all bring your clients to the dealer, so you work for the dealership, kind of?
No. Well, we own our own dealership. We have a dealer's license and a broker's license. We get
even
the cars.
In the beginning?
Even in the beginning, we didn't have
a
we
dealer's
didn't have
license.
it. We didn't have a dealer's license. We had a broker's license. We had to get that because in certain cities and states, you have to be proper bonded and have the proper licensing. So we had a broker's license. But with the broker's license, we could facilitate any new or used car. So we get the cars wholesale and sell them retail. But our profit margins are a lot better than the stores because we don't have a multi-million-dollar establishment. So for us to make a $500 deal or $1,000 deal was a big difference compared to the dealership.
Got it. Okay. So how did y'all get the money from them?
Partial.
Yeah, partial.
Partial of it. And then we just let bygones be bygones. Because in that world, which is predominantly
I'm still trying to understand how they owed you money, though.
Well, the deals he's talking about, all right, so the accumulated of deals, we were selling a lot of cars very quickly.
So it's like, yo, you come to me, I want to buy a car. You say, all right, Jovan, he owns the dealership. He's the white guy. He says, Joe, let me buy this car from you because I'm gonna sell it to my client. So you buy the car from Joe, or you get the car from Joe. I pay you or I pay Jovan?
I'm gonna break it down like this, all right? So Dave owns a Honda store, right?
Yes. White guy in the suit. Is he him?
He owns a Honda store. Honda Accord is Honda Accord Sport costs $27,150, right? Invoice on the car is $25,000.
Yep.
That's how much the dealership owns it for. Now, there's certain rebates, incentives, and stuff that the factory supplies Honda. Honda calls up PTG, say, hey, you know what? This month, I got 40 Hondas I need you guys to help me move. I will give it to you for, say, $22,000 or 40, right? So buy low, sell low. Because MSRP is $27,000, the dealership owns it for $25,000. I could sell it to you for $24,000, less than what they could sell it to you for, and I still make a $2,000 profit. Buy low, sell low. You're happy, he's happy, she's happy. Now you do that over 200 cars. What do you get?
A lot of money.
A lot of money.
It's all a buy low, sell low. But to tell you the truth, that happens with building a relationship, and not only with stores. What we have now, we have a relationship with the factories. So, for example, when Lamborghini starts to send cars to different stores in the U.S., they give us the call 4 months prior. So just like right now, I posted 6 Lamborghinis that's coming in June.
Yep.
The dealers don't even know what's coming in yet.
Wow.
So now I get the opportunity to put people's names on it before it even comes in.
Yes.
Oh, that's
They give us priority because we give them so much business. All manufacturers, BMW, Audi, Mercedes, Honda, Toyota, we give them so much business per month in every city. So it's just that relationship that we built. They call us, they give us the best pricing. Even with Lamborghini, they gave us the opportunity to build our own PTG 365 Lamborghinis. Like I thought Brandon was joking. Brandon called me and Dave and on a 3-way call, and he said, listen, Lamborghini gave us 10 allocations so we could build whatever Urus is or whatever Huracans we want. We went crazy. I was building all different kind of colors. And we didn't believe it.
And that's also tied into the minority program that a lot of dealerships have. They actually want minorities to be dealers.
Yep. How big is y'all business?
It's big enough to open PTG 365 Academy, where we can teach everything we're saying is on these courses.
Yes.
But all right, so y'all gotta be selling a boatload of cars.
Correct. We're selling a boatload.
But it's a volume thing. Buy low, sell low.
Yeah, but I mean, still, the volume.
It's a lot.
The volume, but think about how people drive.
Can you tell me 2020, how many cars y'all sold? You know?
In 2020?
Brandon's a numbers guy, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he's good with that.
Right over 3,000.
You sold 3,000 cars last year?
During COVID.
And all different makes and models.
During COVID. Believe it or not.
So when people call me, you see I don't answer my phone, it's not intentional. It's a lot of business. We need help. If you're looking for employment, we're opening up in every city. Call us now, please.
I'm about to work for y'all.
Let's go. Affiliate link coming soon. Let's do it.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But it takes time, though. You don't just jump into that.
Yes.
You don't just gain the trust from clients and the trust from manufacturers and dealers. That takes time. That takes a lot.
Giving you their socials.
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta think about what we
had clients. I had a client that, shout out to my client, Tay Sweat, that purchased a Lamborghini and a Maybach through a DM. He sent me $1 million without even speaking to me on the phone.
Well, physically meeting.
And that's real.
That's real life.
$1 million wire without even FaceTime me or anything.
That's real life.
Trust.
That's real life.
And he shipped them both to 2 different cities.
Yeah.
Without even knowing us.
Without even knowing us. I
shipped
shipped one to Miami and I sent one to Puerto Rico.
Brandon, first year, how many cars did you sell? Do you remember?
Well, we started in November. So after that first 2 months, we sold 40, 20 and 20. And then the first actual year in 2018, we sold about 900 cars.
Then 19 was
And 19 really stepped it up because that's when we dropped the show on Snapchat.
Yeah.
And then
they drop a show on Snapchat.
So we gained a lot of popularity from doing so many cars and our experience.
They do shows like you watch it on Snapchat?
On Snapchat, yes.
We actually have 1.3 million subscribers.
Yes, and Snapchat has about 250 million viewers per day, so it's a very big platform.
Snapchat.
And what is the show? Like, just kind of like the process?
The bridge.
The process,
it's
the delivery.
Bridge. That's what it is. It's really the bridge.
It's how we sell cars to, they show how we sell cars to high-end celebrities within 24 hours, no matter where you are. But how we started, shout out to celebrities, but how we started is working with the everyday class, the working class people, the middle class, the high class. And that's where we started from, because you have people who work for the post office or people that work as correction officers where they're working 8-hour shifts a day. And when you come home from work, you don't want to go to the dealership. You don't want to do that on your weekend. You want to get a haircut. Your females want to go to their beautician. They don't want to go to the dealership and wait 8 hours for a car. Yeah. So they text us during the day while they're at work. Hey, I want the Honda Accord. What color? Blue. No problem. Get off of work. I deliver it right to your doorstep. So because of those people, we built popularity throughout the entertainment world, throughout Instagram, throughout social media to land the show on Snapchat. And now we're just taking it to different levels.
Selfish question real quick. If I wanted a car
Here we go.
tomorrow,
Yeah.
or maybe not tomorrow, what's today? Wednesday, Friday. I tell you what kind of car I want, and you can get it to me by Friday.
I'm asking what car?
Yeah,
What car, though?
please.
Because right now there's a lot of demand for a lot of cars.
I
So
want
I'm
a 2019 white Mercedes GLC, is it? GLC.
The
300, a coupe or
the
SUV?
SUV.
Oh,
3 hours.
I get you
3 hours.
that.
3 hours.
I get you that.
While we still talking.
What are you talking about? Make
For
a
the low,
phone
bro,
call.
pass my
Yeah,
phone.
for the low. Yeah, for the low.
We got the best
Yeah.
prices hands down.
That's
Yeah.
easy.
We
I
save you
saw
time.
some. I was on and my mom said about it because I want to get my mom a car for Mother's Day.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Oh, wow.
So I was looking around. There was like some stuff in like Huntsville, Alabama. I was going to drive out there, but
No.
it was for
Don't
got the
drive
right
away.
guys.
You have stuff to do. Just call PTG.
stuff to do.
You got stuff to do.
I got stuff to do.
You got stuff to
I
do.
can't be driving.
You can't be driving to
Go to
Alabama.
PTG, man.
Hello.
All right, so look, so the entrepreneur in me just wants to know, okay, are y'all teaching people how to get into the car business? Because I feel like I know so many people who could use a car. How many people have been shopping for a car the last 3 months? I could have sold all y'all cars. First off.
Affiliate link.
So are y'all teaching people how to get into the car business?
1,000%.
Yeah, we teach you how to get into the car business. But for example, if you already have a job and say, I don't want to leave my job because I'm making X, Y, Z, I just want to at least be a negotiator. I help broker some deals for the people I know. We teach you that as well. So you can bring it to a level where you can make an extra $5,000 a month. You can make $20,000 a month. You can make $60,000 a month. You can make $200,000 a month. You can make $500,000 a month. We're teaching you different ways. So some person might say, you know what? I don't want to go all in. I don't feel like doing this all day, blah, blah. All right, cool. You could just be an affiliate and you know people that surround you. You have a big network. And they're buying a car from somebody else regardless.
So hold on. If Joe needs a car, I can sell him a car and I get an affiliate
You
from
can
that?
get a referral
You can just
fee.
refer
You
him.
just refer him.
You don't have to
Or
do
you can say, I
it.
want to take care of the deal myself and make more money. It's totally up
Right.
to you.
So
We're
you
teaching
gotta close
all
If
the
you're
different
watching
steps.
this, y'all, and y'all want a car, if you're gonna buy one anyway, okay, if y'all want to support the podcast, okay, just tell them, yo, Dave said. All right, cool. So, okay, I'm about to ask y'all to teach me all the stuff that's in the course already. I hope you don't mind. I'm just gonna ask those type of questions, okay? So this is still probably gonna get the course, but I need to know what's inside this thing. Okay, so one, I like the fact that y'all talked about negotiation. Is negotiating for cars and negotiating for like other stuff different or the same rules apply?
I say it's the same rules that apply because if you're negotiating for a house, the numbers are the numbers. You just have to come to a common ground and just make it make sense. Most people want the highest, you want the lowest, you meet in the middle. It's just understanding the practice of how to negotiate and better your negotiation skills. And we talk about that in the academy.
Got you.
It's also, too, in the car business, the knowledge. So, for example, right now, right, for BMW, any brand, this is a big hint. It's not a hint. This is actually a gem I'm dropping. Any brand new BMW throughout the world, the profit between MSRP and invoice is 6%.
What does MSRP stands for?
Manufacturer suggested retail price.
Okay.
So that window sticker. So if you see a window sticker on a BMW, says $100,000, you don't even need the invoice in the car. 6% times $100,000 is the profit margin the dealership has to invoice.
Okay.
And Mercedes-Benz, 5.5%.
Gotcha.
Porsche, 7%. Honda, it gets deeper. And this is everything that we broke down into our academy. So you don't even have to have an invoice in front of you. You could be sitting there at the dealership, hey, the car costs $58,000 times 6%. All right, I know the difference. All right, I want to pay this number. And they're like, damn, how you
Can
know
you
that?
make it happen?
So if I was going to go to a car dealership, what do I need to know to not get taken advantage of? I mean, now we buy cars from PTG exclusively. But if there's somebody watching, like, yo, I'm about to go to a car dealership, what are the things, what are the tips, what are the things that they're going to use against me to try to get more money out of my pocket? I need y'all to snitch on me. I need y'all to snitch on me.
I'm going to tell you the truth behind this because a lot of people think, like, just because, I'm going to tell you one thing. Having bad credit is expensive. Having bad credit is expensive. So if you walk in there with a 550 score and you have 3 pieces of trade line, you never had a car before, and they ask you for $15,000 down, whatever the case may be, it's not the dealership asking you. It's the bank.
Credit.
It's the bank. And the bank is asking you this because of your credit history. So most of the times when we receive a client, depending on the client's turnaround, the client may say, I need the car now, or I want it within 3 weeks. I may tell the client, hey, if you give me 30 days, let's clean up your credit. Let's add a few lines here and there. You'll be a 750 score. So instead of you giving me $10,000 down, what I need is $1,500 out of your pocket. And instead of me putting you into a used car, let me put you into a brand new lease. So now, instead of waiting...
Why though?
Why? All right, so for example, if you get into a lease, for example, with certain manufacturers, you have free maintenance for the first 3 years or 2 years. You can get into a car every 2.5 or 3 years and you wouldn't have any negative equity.
Gotcha.
Right? So now when you purchase a pre-owned car or you purchase a new car, you're gonna have that depreciation. Now, when you have a depreciation, when you try to trade out your car in 2 to 3 years, you're gonna have that hit. You're gonna say, why am I paying more for this new car than I should be paying? It's because you have negative equity from your old car that you're rolling in.
Got it.
And we don't want that because we want to see you again every 2.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see you. That's how I build my client. That's how I build my client base up. So now, if I did 300 cars a month 3 years ago, 3 years from now, I'm gonna do 600. You know why? Because those same 300 I put in 3 years ago, your lease is up, baby.
Gotcha.
And you a 1, 2, 3 client because you already know me. I already know you. I already have all your information. Brandon, how news to BMW tomorrow.
Just like that.
So in the course, you're going to be teaching how I can be the dealer, though. Also, so you got there's one side of I can just be an affiliate. Okay, I want to make a couple dollars off referring my friends, but you're teaching how you do what you do.
Correct. How to be a broker. Whether if you want to be a broker by yourself, if you want to just sell 10 cars a month and make an extra 10 G's, or if you want to take it to the next level and open up a brokerage and really have a 30-man staff, or 40-man staff, or 50-man staff, and really grow your business and scale your business to the next level. And it's going to take you quicker than how it took us because we didn't have nobody to hold our hands and say, hey, no, don't do this. Hey, don't do that. And what we're really trying to do, because we're overwhelmed with business, we're trying to open up partnerships in different cities. So do a split. So now, if you're my partner, I'm definitely in it 100% to help you all the way because I want you to grow. So right now, I don't have an exact location in Atlanta.
We're looking for one.
But I don't have an exact location in Atlanta. The reason why is because I already know the volume of business. I need people to help the company grow to the next level. And I have no pride. We have no pride, no ego with saying that.
Did y'all link with Matt? Is Matt here?
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Maddie texted me earlier.
Yeah.
You know,
so did y'all know Maddie? Do y'all know Maddie? Y'all know Mitch too?
We met.
They really like the Kings of Atlanta, man.
I know Maddie.
Okay. So what is the first step if I want to get my brokerage? If I want to start selling cars? I want to go to the auctions and stuff like that.
So if you want to go to the auctions, you'll need that license.
Yeah.
But honestly, tell you the truth, with building connections, you won't even need a license.
You just
we taught you ways, right? Getting a broker license to make money. Right. All you need is an LLC. And that takes you 1, 2, 3 on whether it's Hubco, whether it's LegalZoom. It takes you $300.
And I think it's dope because you don't actually have to buy the cars.
No.
Dave, are you the salesman of the group?
No, I'm the money guy. I'm the money guy.
You seem like the
but I
you know what I mean? Like, yo.
I'm a closer. I'm a closer.
You're a closer.
I'm a closer.
But are you all closers?
All three of us.
We all closers. We all have different styles of closing.
Different styles.
Yeah, and we work together because there's times that we all have issues. Like there's times I call Brandon calls me. Vice versa, we call Dave. It's just certain people like to mesh with other certain people. So we just match personalities and then mirror the clientele and just see how to make it work. At the end of the day, it comes back to the home team. So long as it gets done, we're great.
So I'm sure all of you guys are salesmen, right? Who's the best one though?
Another proud and ego, right?
I think we all elite. We're all really good. That's why we have a course also in the Academy for Mastering Sales, where we'll teach you how to literally sell anything. Remember, selling bottled water, selling vehicles, selling clothes, all have the essential fundamentals to it. You gotta earn trust. When you earn trust, you have to learn how to gross. You have to learn how to make money without letting your client know you're making money. And that all comes from planting the seed. Planting the seed comes, remember, think about this. I'll give you a perfect example. If you don't know me from a hole in a Cheerio, right? And
I like the words you use, like your choice of words. Okay.
If you don't know me from a hole in a Cheerio and I meet you and you're looking to purchase a car, what I do, this is just a gem. The first thing I do is create humor. humor builds trust, and a lot of humans, like a human nature, we don't understand it. But I know if I laugh a little bit, it's like, all right, you cool. All right, let me talk to you for a little bit. So I create humor, little humor.
Let me put it this way. There's a girl that I like, but she doesn't like me. Create this bridge for me.
As a girl.
What do I do?
Okay. She doesn't like you.
She doesn't like me.
Like Hitch.
Okay, yeah, no. So can I ask you a question? Do you know why she doesn't like you? Can you give me a tip on that?
I'm not sure. She's not giving me no play.
What I would do?
Yeah.
To the girl that doesn't like...
Walk me to the bridge.
Where are we located? Give me a location.
Atlanta.
Nah, that's a lot.
We in college. So we got to say class. We'll see you at the house party.
Cool. All right. We're in college.
This is sales training, ladies and gentlemen. Okay,
we're in college. She doesn't like me, but I like her. Mm-hmm. First thing I'm gonna do is I want to know who her friends is. Mm-hmm. I want to know quickly who her friends is. Mm-hmm. Not the friends, the best friend. Mm-hmm. I find out who the best friend is. Hey, bestie, how are you? I'm coming up super friendly. Hey, listen, if you need any help with tutoring, if you need any help with lunch, just let me know. Well, somehow, some way, that conversation will lead to the girl that doesn't like me. Yo, you know what? The Dave guy, he's actually not bad. You sure? Remember, this is the girl she consoles in every time. You sure? That now I earned a little bit of brownie points. Then I go again. We're in the cafeteria. Oh, hey, I decided to buy you guys food. Hey, forget about the lunch. Walk away. Don't sit down. Don't speak about nothing. Don't say nothing. Remember, you're not talking to the other girl that doesn't like you. It's the bestie. It's the bestie for me. So it's all about the bestie. You walk off, the bestie's like, I keep telling you about this Dave guy. Keep telling you. Now we're walking in the hallway.
Studio audience, how many of y'all wound up pregnant off this? Anybody like, I didn't like this guy. And now, he's my baby daddy. So
it's crazy.
I'm sorry.
You cool. Now, the third time is probably in the parking lot. Mm-hmm. Or we're walking past each other. She knows who I am. But now I'm hitting the ignore button. Now I don't acknowledge you no more. He didn't look at me. Why? He used to look at me all the time. Now he's not looking at me. And my best friend keeps talking about me. Hey, thank you for the lunch. Now I'm in. I reeled it in. I got you. I reeled it in. Oh yeah, okay, and that's how I move. And so same thing with sales pitch. It's same thing with sales in general. Mm-hmm. You gotta just understand who you're speaking to. If I'm speaking to a mother of 4, she's looking to buy a Honda Odyssey. If I'm speaking to someone who isn't financially capable of purchasing something, I won't abuse that. I will understand where they're coming from. If I'm speaking to someone who IQ isn't up there, or someone who's a multi-millionaire, I have to quickly adapt to who I'm speaking to gain the trust. So if you're selling a bottle of water, I have to adapt and explain to you why you need this bottle of water. Hey, Dave, Dorito Dave, by the way, I think you're thirsty. You're sweating a little bit. So what I think you should do is quench your thirst. But let me tell you something. After you quench your thirst, you won't sweat anymore. You might laugh. You might not laugh. I don't know. But I use something that's happening with you now to utilize what I want to give you. Sales.
Got you. So you're not actually selling to the person.
No, I'm selling the reason why you would need it. I'm not selling the Polish spring.
Advantage benefit.
I'm selling what the Polish spring will do for you. I'm not selling the car. I'm selling what the car will do for you. I'm not selling the house. I'm selling what it will do for your family. You just had a newborn. Perfect. This is the best experience for you. Why would you want to be in an apartment? Not saying you, I'm just saying in general. I'm selling the experience, the reason behind it. Because sometimes the consumer doesn't know. Why should I do it? They're just oblivious to saying no. Again, what we say, gentlemen? No does means?
New opportunity.
Hello, how are you? And that's how that go.
Just like
So
that.
I think the course is dope simply because, like, for that part, like, it's like, I don't know if I'm going to sell cars, but I do want to understand the art of negotiation. Correct. When you think about sales,
correct,
you automatically think of car salesmen.
Correct.
Right? Because you have done it, like, on a high level. I get somebody to pay me $30, $40, $50, $100,000. The most I've ever sold is a $25 t-shirt, which I guess the same rules apply, but you really have to be a sniper.
I do you better. All right, you just said a $25 shirt, right? We also have a course called Branding and Marketing. You can, if you tap into that course and you really listen to the curriculum and read how you can understand why that $25 shirt should be $100 when you believe in that. Why is it that a Supreme shirt is $200 and you buy the same shirt from CVS for $10 and it comes 3 in the pack?
Your shirt is $7.95.
Right, $7.95.
Tell me why though.
Right.
Why am I spending? Because Louis Vuitton has a pouch. No offense to Louis Vuitton. Shout out to you, Virgil. You my guy. Has a pouch on the side. That shirt is $1,400, and you telling me I could get one in a Lennox for $40 and put my print on it. Why?
Brand.
Marketing, branding. You got to put it out there. You don't stop. That's the thing. People stop. I know Dorito Dave. You know why I know Dorito Dave? Because I see it. I see it. You eat it. You write. I see it. You write. Then you start eat the chips, and I listen. You know why I listen? Because of the Doritos. You did something. The Doritos. It's little things. Why do people want to buy the car? The confetti, the ribbon. Why? Why am I spending this?
Yeah.
Why am I spending that? Oh, I see this person on it. And it's okay to give things out for free, too. That's another thing about branding and marketing. If that person is the top dog, if they're the top dog, all right, I give you this for free. Because I know if you wear it, if you drive it, if you drink it, if you put it on your skin, your followers are going to do the same.
I like what y'all doing, man, because most people have a course where they're going to sell the business, understanding the business. But if you go into branding and you're going into marketing and you're going into sales, I mean, the car business, I'm sure there's a lot goes into it, but like those are the foundations of any type of business. So like really I feel empowered to sell cars. You want to sell cars, Joe? He's about to quit. Yo, this is amazing, man.
Yeah.
This
We
is
tapped
amazing.
into it. We tapped into it.
For sure. So what's everybody's role? Because it seems like y'all all do this, like we all do it together. But what's okay?
No, we all have
I
different
say,
roles.
like, we all have different roles because we can't all do the same thing. Like, I say mine is organization and structure, just keeping everything intact, making sure the train is running, and just keeping everybody together. Like, I'm always the go-to guy with every single thing, whether it's the bills, whether it's sometimes with deals, whether it's new locations, whether it's with network and events, and just also sales. Because we all do sales. Like, we all put up our numbers with cars. Like, this month we do 100 cars each or 50 cars each. It's been times like that. But
hold on, are each one of y'all are still selling cars?
we still sell cars. We all still sell cars.
Yeah.
Like, we have our specific clientele that we work with. Like, let's say if you're buying a car, you want to work with either myself, Brandon, or Dave, you'll call us. I'm not going to pass you down to our staff because we know you personally. So we'll structure the deal and make sure you're getting the best deal possible, oversee everything. And then there's times that I can't make it to the delivery. I'll send my staff. But 9 out of 10 with personal family and friends, I like to physically go there and make my presence known, or they'll make their presence known on behalf of the company.
Okay. All right. So your organization structure while still selling.
While still selling,
So
engine, managing, whatever.
Finance?
The finance and marketing.
Okay.
Yeah, so all the marketing, the branding, how we do things, what we're doing forward, the programs, the specials, the Mother's Day specials, all that stuff.
You have a Mother's Day special?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, yeah. Right on time.
Yeah, right on time. too.
GLC on the way.
We do this every year. We do
Yeah.
this every year
We
around
do,
Mother's Day time.
We do your first car payment. We do your first car payment. Are we doing two this?
All we do now is two
We're doing
payments,
On
two
select
payments,
vehicles.
two payments on your vehicle,
Two payments.
or $2,000 towards your down payment
Which is heavy.
for all single mothers from now until.
I'm getting it for
Sunday
my
night.
mother, and she's single.
On Mother's Day.
That sounded good.
Well, she asked you so.
Wow, you're negotiating right now. That was a good one.
I mean, yeah.
He took that course.
That was a good check. I would have done the same thing.
Don't let him hit you with the 6% and the 5.5% now.
You guys do the financing through your company,
Yes.
your own company.
Yeah, we have banks also too, because we do deal with a lot of people in the real estate game. We have banks that give you the option to report it on your credit report or not. And that's a pro and that's a con. That's a pro because if you're buying real estate, you're in and out, and you're looking to buy a house, that payment can mess up your debt to income ratio. So you don't have to report. And then we have banks that can report it. But this special bank that we use, if you're getting ready to purchase a house right now, they won't report it until you after done closing the house deal.
Correct.
Got it.
And we named that lender in our course as well.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's legal.
Yeah.
That's legal, yes.
100%.
100%.
Dang. Okay. Dave, what's your role?
Sell in the money. The money.
The money.
Where the money is, that's where Dave is.
Right.
Where's the money? Give me the money. Not now, right now. You want 100? I'm coming.
Let me ask you, if somebody buys cash, is that cheaper than...
No.
It's
No.
not cheap. It's
It's
more
the
money.
same. It's the same thing. Because you have
Because
a
you don't
course.
make money off of the finance.
And it depends what type of
Yeah.
car, because you can't even buy like a G-Wagon cash right now.
No.
Why
Because
not?
they automatically think that you're exporting the vehicle.
Yeah.
So you can't even, you can walk into a dealership right now, $300,000. You come to my store right now, $300,000, say I want a G63, I'm gonna say no.
And you have to sign a document saying that you cannot export that vehicle out the country because the resale value in them
It's
are really
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
It's
You can sell,
ridiculous.
you buy a G-Wagon right now overseas for triple.
For
$1
real,
million.
yeah, for real,
So
for real.
everybody's trying to
real.
buy an export. That's why you can't buy
For
it.
real.
That's supply and demand right now. The demand is high, but there's no supply.
Mercedes.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay. All right. So another question I have, and this one I was going through, buying a car in your business name, is there a benefit to it or
Yes. Tax.
is there a
It
way to
depends on
do
your
it?
accountant though too.
Yeah.
Because we have, I said depends on your accountant because like the first couple cars that we purchased were under our personal names, but we ran the expense to the business and we had the business pay it and our accountant got that deduction for us.
Right.
But I wanted to report on my business credit.
Okay, you
So
can do that.
yes, we do that as
You
well.
do
You
that.
just have to depend.
But can I do it with no personal guarantee if I put down enough money?
Your business has-
depends.
It
It
depends on how
depends on
long
the
the business
vehicle.
is. It depends on how long the business has been established. It depends on what the business
income.
has. Yeah, the income as well.
Yeah.
The
If
income,
you have a credit
how
card
long
on the
it's been,
business.
and the lender.
Mhm.
Yes. Because every lender is different.
Are you lenders though?
Not yet.
We're gonna be there soon.
Not yet.
That
We're
is
working
that's,
on
that's,
that.
that's
next.
big.
Yeah.
That's next level. That is the peak of the peak.
So walk me through this black magic of being a bank. Like
Oh,
walk me through that.
yeah.
We've
That's
been working on it. There's been many
Yeah.
conversations on like getting the right people
A
together
black
and just
bank.
making it happen.
How much money you need to do that?
a lot.
A lot of money. There's
A
a
lot
lot
of
of
money.
moving money. It's a
Well, I
lot
mean,
of.
you
We
say
can
a lot.
start. We can start off on a nice floor plan about like 10 million.
10 million,
That'd be good.
and you can start financing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where that 6% or some whatever that percent is going to be, that'll
Right.
come to y'all every month.
Mhm.
And it seems dope because if somebody's been paying on a car for mad long and then just stops, y'all get to get the car back and then resell it to somebody else that's gonna
Yes.
pay on
Yeah.
the car for mad long.
Yeah.
Definitely.
1,000%.
That's why right now we have a bank that does used car leasing as well.
Used car leasing.
Used
Yes.
car leasing. And all these banks, tell you the
Never heard
truth,
of it.
they just work directly with us because they know our clientele. They know that we have the ability to let the people know what's going on.
Got you.
You know, and these banks are hidden in many different states a lot of people don't know about. And, you know, we can't, not now, we're not selling 1,000 cars a month. There's so many clients that's across the US that would like to know this information. So many people would like to know this information. So that's why we're trying to share the information, you know, because it's there to be used. Let's use it. It's been going around for years now. And people, like the broker business been going around since the 80s. And we just made it in 2020, 2021, a huge thing. Been going on for so long, you know, and a lot of people, especially minorities and stuff, didn't know about it. How to get a car, know what invoice, know what the rebates are, or how to walk into a dealership and buy 2 cars at once. Whatever the case may be. Like now we're starting to let the knowledge be known.
Got you. What's the best way to steal a car? Not stealing a car like that, but not like that. Not like that.
I know what you mean. Like get a really, really,
The best-
really,
A
the best
really,
price.
really good deal,
all
bro.
right, this is a gem. This is supposed to
Come
be in the
on, let
course.
us have it. Let's
Supposed to
have
pay
it.
a couple dollars, but you buy a car at the end of the month. You buy a car at the end of the month. The reason why you buy a car at the end of the month is because everybody want to meet their quota. When everybody want to meet their quota, they blowing the cars out. When everybody's blowing the cars out, that price that was really $799 is now $599. That's how you steal a car. That's how you do it.
Another gem is too, is you get the oldest car in inventory.
Yes,
Another one
That's
too.
a car.
I was gonna say
Any
that.
car that's in a
Yeah,
dealership's
that's so
inventory,
true.
right? They pay interest per day. Now, anytime they have that car sitting on their floor plan for more than 90 days, they pay double the interest. So now if the car is sitting for 120 days, even if they paid $24,000 for the car, they'll let the car go for $20,000 because
Really?
they've been
Yeah.
losing thousands. They have to get rid of it. It's meant
can see
they
the phone
have
calls
to
now.
get rid of it.
I
So
can see
you may have a
I can see
friend.
the phone calls
You
now.
may
Oh,
have
yeah, it's
a
gonna be
friend.
crazy.
It's gonna be
Watch
crazy.
this last one.
You may have a friend that has the same car as you, and his payment is different. And it happens like, wait, my friend is paying $1,100 and I'm paying $1,500. We have the same car. Why? Because his car may have a little bit miles, even though it's still a new car. Because you could lease a car up to 5,000 miles. So, for example, if you walk into, say, BMW again, there may be a car that a manager been driving for the past 3 months. It has 3,000 miles on it. They automatically have to discount you that car, and they will still lease it to you as a brand new car.
It's called a
So now
Yes,
you're
that's what I
paying
was just about to
a
say.
$200 difference. on the car that I'm paying, and we have the same car. But it's the lease. Who cares?
This is a
We're
lot.
all
exactly
bringing the
what I was
car
about
back
to
at the
say.
same
It's gonna
time.
be a
It
lot.
doesn't matter if I got the
I
car
already
4,000, you got
see
the
it.
car with 0. It's the same thing.
Yes.
They're gonna
It's
call
called the
now.
demo.
I want
It's
the
called the
oldest
demo
unit.
special. It's called the
I want the
demo.
demos. Hey,
I want the
PTG,
demo special.
where are the demos?
We'll give it to you.
It's the end of the
We'll give it
month.
to you.
Where are you?
We'll give it to
Yeah,
you.
because
Not
you
a
never
problem.
registered.
No, of course, of course.
Wow.
Yeah, that was big gems just now.
And there's also ways, too, of getting yourself automatically approved for high-end cars if you submit your deal overnight. But that's too
Whoa,
deep.
whoa,
Yeah, that's
whoa,
too
we're
deep.
not
I
speeding
just-
fast. We're not speeding fast.
Sign
Okay,
up for the
so
academy.
there's a way to get approved overnight.
Yes.
Overnight, yeah.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
Oh, sign up for the academy. PTG.
Yeah,
Sign up for the academy.
I need that one now.
When you have dealer access, right? You have to understand, there's always somebody behind the computer. Is somebody like us. There's somebody that works at Wells Fargo, works at Bank of America, works at BMW, works at Benz. Somebody works. But overnight, there's nobody monitoring the computer. It's the computer. The computer always has glitches. Now, if you know how to submit a deal with your right income and the right payment, you'll get an automatic approval. Now, the next day, they can't take back the approval.
It's
It's already
It's
approved.
automatically done. So you may see Lamborghinis, Bentleys, Rolls Royce, this, that. It's just the way how we do it.
Yes.
You know, it's not, people say like, oh, work magic. No, it's not working magic. It's
Working
working
smarter, not harder.
working with a strategy. Being strategic. You know, so if I tell you, nah, give me a week, I got you. Just chill, hold up.
Yeah, be
Stay
patient.
calm. I got you. Boom. Next thing you know, oh my gosh. I told you stay calm, right?
Yo, I can imagine all the stuff. Like if we sat here for another 3 hours, like how much more info. Yo,
It's
PTG
so much
65
more.
Academy,
Yes.
sign up.
There's so
Just
much more.
sign up to the academy. You did.
Good,
Everything
it's
what you need. The 3 hours you're talking about,
This,
it's in the academy.
yes.
Yo, can I have a discount?
Oh, definitely.
course.
Yeah, your
For
affiliate
my,
link is gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So is it like a promo code? If it's a promo code, let's do like social proof. Because here's the thing.
We'll create it, yeah.
When we bring on like guests who are doing something amazing, because my audience is just entrepreneurs. Some of them are trying to figure it out. Some that have been they've been entrepreneurs for a while and can't get over the hump. They're trying to get to the 6 figures or 7 figures and can't. I want to make sure that no matter what guest comes on here, they can go get it cheaper because they watched this whole interview. It might be an hour and a half where they locked into you all. So I don't know what the discount is going to be, but some sort of percentage with the promo code social proof. Y'all can do that?
Yeah, definitely.
I
And I also
appreciate
want to add one last thing too. For those of you, it's not just cars, like selling cars. We also have a rental course. We spoke about it earlier. Just for you, some of you.
ask you that.
Yes, the rental course. So it's going to teach you how to build a successful rental company, how to properly purchase a car, because you can lease a car and still rent it out. You just get the advantages of the payment, because most people don't know that when you lease a car, you pay for a percentage of the car. So your payment is actually a lot cheaper. So we'll teach you what cars to lease, what cars to finance, what cars to buy cash
But what
if you have
about
the necessary
the-
income.
I know what you're about to say.
What about the cap? Yo,
about the
this literally just happened last week. So
What?
actually, I just brought my Corvette back. The guy, he rented it, and we in Atlanta. My man went to New Jersey with that joint.
He
We
drove
talk
from-
about
We
that.
thought he was gonna steal it.
Right.
We thought it was over, but then he extended it. He was like, my daughter's birthday or whatever, and we didn't tell him we got trackers on the joint.
Right.
But me and my wife like, yo, why is my man in New Jersey? First off, why you gonna drive a Corvette
To Jersey.
to New Jersey? And there's like a 200-mile limit or something like
Yeah.
that. His overages was crazy. He brought it back, thank God. But if I was leasing it, that would have threw me. But I guess the money that I made, I could just.
Well, yes,
No,
it works out the same way, because you have residual value, which tells you what the car, what you can buy the car for at the end, and it's either, depending on the manufacturer, it's either 15 cent, 20 cent, 30%. Sometimes it could actually work out in your favor, because let's say a couple years from now, 3 years from now, with your lease, the demand of new Corvettes, because the body style, depending on which one you have, whether it's older or newer, the value could be higher. So you could be in an equity position on your lease, depending on the miles, if you keep that car. And the miles don't matter if you finance the car at the remaining portion of your lease. A lot of people don't know that. So you don't pay
Explain that.
for the
I'm
miles.
confused.
So let's say if you did a 3-year lease and you did 12,000 miles per year, which is 36,000 miles. If you're looking to keep that car, meaning finance or buy that car outright at the end, you don't have to pay for the mileage overage. You just finance or pay cash the balance of what you own the vehicle.
Pay off.
And a lot of people don't know that.
For example, remember I said demo, right? The demo with the miles on the car. So you have, like I said, a 7 Series that you're renting out, that you got a 750, you're paying $1,200 a month. I leased $750 a demo, and I'm paying $800 a month. And instead of 12,000 miles a year, I took 7,500 miles a year. So now I'm paying $700 a month. Automatically, I'm making $500 more than you. My prices could be better than yours. You know why? My payment is lower. Now, at the end of the lease, instead of bringing that car back and paying over mileage, I'll just keep that car and continue renting it out. Yeah. So during the 3 years, I made more money than you. And now at the end, I still can make more money than you because I still have the car.
The play.
The structure.
Play. So hold on, are these separate? Are these separate, like the rental, the brokerage, sales? Are these separate courses?
No, the brand development, master sales, and becoming an auto broker or opening up an auto brokerage is one course. That's one course.
Right.
That's built into one course. And then the rental course is something just separate.
It is.
Yes.
It's a lot for one course.
It's a lot.
Yeah, y'all get everything.
But you know what? But
I gotta go to college.
Yeah, sign up and make money.
It's just, we feel like it's something that we wanted to do and we needed to do.
And,
so we put it all in one. And then we did a rental course on the side. So that's separate.
So the rental course is separate.
Separate, yes.
Got it.
And it's a discount actually right now on the rental course. So those of you who are watching this, I would definitely subscribe now and take advantage of it. And our course is like no other. We have quizzes to only challenge you on the knowledge that you gain. And we actually help you because we have weekly Zoom calls every week on a Friday, depending on which course, the Academy's course with the Master
And we
Sales.
also update you because we're in the car business. We update you on what deals are hot.
Yes.
Every single week, what cars to get, what cars are about to go on sale, what the rebates on the cars.
What?
And listen, if you don't want to go walk into the dealership and get it yourself, get it from PTG.
Yep.
So it's a win-win on both ways.
Yeah.
The play. Oh, so one thing I learned from Maddie too. The like when the Corvette comes out, right? It's 50,000, 40,000, 60,000, something like that. 50, 60,000, something like that. But the resale value is like 100. Like off rip.
On the C8?
Say it again?
On the C8.
The new body style.
I think so.
Yeah.
Ain't that right, Maddie? Ain't that how it works?
Yep.
Market value.
Yeah.
So I guess the player's getting it early, right? And then do you resell? But y'all don't encourage that though, right? Do you?
I mean, no, you
doesn't
could.
matter.
but
It doesn't really matter.
It really depends what car you're getting, and really the supply and demand. I mean, like I said, that also comes with the knowledge in the car business. It's like, for example, you can only G-Wagons, they're going to stop making 21 G-Wagons in July. They're going to stop sending them to the U.S. And the next time the boat's going to come around is in December for 2022s. So for those 5 months, there's no 2021s. So what? The supply is going to be low, demand's going to be high. So that's the car you could grab and sit. That car is not losing value. Lamborghini Urus, that car's not losing value. C8, those cars not losing value. There's certain cars right now, they're not losing value because the manufacturers stopped. Some cars not even coming out till spring next year. Range Rovers right now, they're losing value. I don't know why. The new body's about to come out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I won't suggest you to finance the new Range Rover right now. Even if you come to me, I'm going to tell you, I don't suggest it. If you want it, go ahead. But I'm telling you because I already know how the value is going to take a tank.
Wow.
Yes. So we educate you on how to make the right decision with the purchase. These purchases are very big. It's not like you're spending $1, $2, $10. You're spending thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars. So we make sure you make an educated purchase with
this
us.
is next level.
I'll tell you when to get out your car, like stocks. When to get out your stock. No, get out your car now. You know why? It's hot right now. Keep
Equity
it.
is
Do
up.
this, do that, do this.
Wow.
We actually call our clientele too, like, hey, we want to buy back your ar. We got somebody who couldn't
This
afford
is
the newer one. We
crazy.
want to buy it back and resell it. And then we have promotions and
Hold
programs
on.
to
I
get you
feel
a new
like I
one.
got one time with a Lexus. I had a Lexus and I bought it from CarMax. And the Lexus dealership called me like, hey, there's a shortage on your car and we want to buy it. And in my head, I'm like, oh, wow, you trying to buy my car. I guess I got some equity. But the way they did it, I don't feel like, because they got me.
They baited you.
Oh, I got I drove off with, like, they got me into a new car and then a lease, but I bought the first one. And when I looked at it, I said, yeah, y'all
This ain't
got
right.
me. So like the whole buyback, what did I do wrong?
What you could have did was this. There's many free sites out there like cars.com, there's Edmunds, there's Kelley Blue Book where you could research the value. And it's not always accurate, but you could kind of get like a rough estimate of what your car is worth. So when you go to the dealership or you come to guys like us, you can't pretty much have a rough idea what your car is worth, what the value is going for people who are actually looking to buy the car at your year and your current mileage. So you could have educated yourself to know what your value is. So when you went to that dealership, you would have been more prepared to know what the value is, because stores can make money based on the value of your trade-in.
I want to tap
Because if your car is worth 15 And I give you 10 for it. I have $5,000 in the back end that's right there. That's profit. So
Me
it's
being
just-
in
that's
the
a gem-
Turo
that's
game,
a gem
I
right
wanna,
there.
I want to tap in on these cars because I'm in the Turo game and I don't really
You like
know.
it? You like the Toro game?
Yeah.
Okay.
My wife runs it.
Okay.
So one of my cars is on hire car. We ain't seen that joint in 4 months.
What kind of car is it?
It's a 2016 Lexus ES350.
Those ride forever.
That reminds me of one of the Urises we got. We ain't see a Urus in 7 months.
Yeah.
We got a client right now that takes a Urus every month for $25,000 a month. Do the math.
Right. And
I
summer's
said
coming.
do the math. $25,000 a month. The payments on that is $3,500.
Here's what I don't get. Why don't they just buy the car?
No credit.
No credit.
No credit.
Not the
Yeah,
proper
no-
education.
Not
Not
everybody, remember, not
Yeah.
everybody, first of all, wants to put it on their name. I don't know what's going on. They want to put it on their name. They want to stay under the radar. They're trying to hide it from their fiance, whatever they're doing. But you come to me with a $50,000 deposit. You talking $25,000 a month? Take the car.
You've
Have
got
it.
it.
It's yours.
Congratulations.
It's yours.
Jeez,
Right.
there you go.
See you when you get back. Matter of fact,
So
stay.
I'm sure there's there's like a play on getting these high end cars and making money from them, so you can just lease stunt and make money, and you ain't got to
Yes.
Mhm.
Definitely.
pay. Why'd you ask me about Turo though? Why'd you ask me? Because it seemed like he was like, "How you like it?" I was like, "Yeah, it's cool." He was like,
Because when we dropped the rental course, we did it in a way where you don't need Toro. The way we explained the information that we have in the course, you don't need Toro to do the rental course. You don't need it. You
Share with me.
The way we
Trying to get out of
structured the way we structured everything on that course, your own boss. Toro is a platform for you to put your car on
Yes.
and they get a percentage. No,
Yes.
I don't know what
Huge
the
percentage.
All right, cool.
It's 30%.
God bless you. Who do you think that money's going to? I'm just being honest. I'm being honest. They're taking 30%. You made 30. They make
nasty.
All right. So what happens if you pay $397 for a very short time period for our rental course, and I give you that 30% back, and you could just do it yourself and run your own operation and understand what kind of insurance policies you need to actually put on your vehicle. We explained everything on this
I
course.
think the greatest thing that because we explained it
I'm
is
just
because...
being honest with you.
and
No,
just-
shout out to Toro. No offense.
No,
You
shout
just
out
offended,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
I didn't say that. I didn't
No,
say
no.
that. I didn't say that. I didn't say
Shout
that.
I was like, yo, that
Shout
movie
out-
is trash. Now, shout out to the movie.
No,
Shout outs to Toro. Shout out to any rental course out there. Anybody that's doing rental, shout out to you guys 100%. But the difference is that we're already in the car game, knee deep.
It's
So,
crazy.
I'm gonna tell you
Same time.
something. Like how you guys go out with your friends. My friends are people that work for the bank, so I know the do's and the don'ts. I know what's gonna get. These are the guys that tell you the truth that help wrote our course with us.
Yes.
So
wow.
Yeah.
it's inside. So
Yep.
this is real.
This is-
So that's why I like to tell you. It's
Knee
just
deep,
like
knee deep.
Yeah,
we need deep. I can't name no names.
you cannot do that.
I'm gonna just tell you guys this.
It's real. So like this is how to do it, and this is what not to do.
Simple.
There's
Talk
actually
to me.
banks out there, and we actually listed the banks within our course that'll fund you and help you, give you the proper financing so you can get 25 cars one time and actually work out a fleet deal where you could just have a large fleet.
They start off with, can we cut you off?
Yes.
It's up to, they start off with $500,000 up to $30 million of automatic funding. All you need is a 700 credit score and 3 months of bank statements. And the bank that we have will give you, starting $500,000 to get rental cars. So they know to get rental cars. To get rental cars. And
$397, by the way.
depending
$397.
if you have a rental car company and how long it's been established, they'll give you up to $30 million. But obviously, you have to be really established.
Yes, the proper documentation
but
and everything.
700 credit
That's
score,
like Hertz level, budget
3
level.
months bank statements. If you're doing on an average, say $10,000, $15,000 a month, and you can prove it, they'll give you up to $500,000. And if you own a home, they'll give you
So
automatically
forget about
$3
it.
million
Yeah, it's over.
over it if you have a house. So
We talk about everything,
Continue.
locations, staffing your company, branding your company, and just the do's and don'ts to build a successful company where you're getting 100% of your own profit, just like that. Because Toro, all it's doing is just marketing your car to the public. We'll teach you how to market your car to your public, find your target market, and just help you grow and build and win.
Gotcha. You know, most of the thing that we're afraid of, not afraid, and we've done it a couple of times and it worked out, but just renting our car to somebody because if they get in an accident, we feel like we're gonna get in like grave trouble. So
We talk about the insurance companies
you know,
too.
there's a way to do that, and it's covered under them. right?
So tell me. Do tell.
Sign up for the academy.
It's like so much. It's so much. It's so much. It's so much. It's so much. Everything's so much. It's just you ask
it's the last thing.
I'm not gonna lie, the last one already happened.
This is a personal question for me.
This is not personal. We're not.
Okay, check this out. So I have so we got a Patreon, and it's a much smaller community. Okay, so we're gonna do like 10, 15 minutes for our Patreon. Will you answer the question from my Patreon? It's a much smaller community. It is much. only a few people. I think we might got like 15, 20 people in that joint. So can y'all answer that question from my Patreon, please? Not right now.
All right, after.
We'll wrap up this one, and then we'll do the See, I just sold the Patreon. Did you see what I did? Come on, man.
I said you did good.
He took that negotiation course.
Yeah, you really did. No, you did. Because you kept going and you said no, new opportunity. Let me picture 15 to 20 people and you looked at him. Comfortability. I see what you did. I watched your whole body move because you went like this. 15 to 20 people, right? It's really 15,000, but 15 to 20 people. That was skill. I see
Only
it. That was
15
skill.
minutes.
You did good. You did good. You
I'm
did good.
learning, man. All right, so look, I'm about to one just thank y'all because this is just absolutely amazing, and we'll put the link in the description with the promo code Social Proof so that you just click that link and you'll get a discount. I don't know what the discount is, but just know I'm going to try to negotiate the best discount for you guys off camera. Okay, y'all just don't worry about that. So I got to do a quick commercial and we'll come back. Actually, I can do the commercial while I'm talking to y'all. So this episode is sponsored by The Morning Meetup. TheMorningMeetup.com is the only community that gathers every single day to teach entrepreneurs entrepreneurship. So literally over 300 people every single morning is on a Zoom call. And every month we have a theme, and every day we support the theme for the month. So this month is being better. So we'll be talking about being better physically, mentally, emotionally, all that kind of stuff, financially. So will y'all jump on my call?
Definitely.
Okay, cool. That'd be awesome. So 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day. We're reading a book club, literally hundreds of people reading the same book. Right now we're reading. What are we reading?
We spoke about
what
that.
What are we reading?
Yeah.
Oh, Dreams Are Built Overnight. Dreams Are Built Overnight. We're reading that one. Before that, we read, what did we read last month? No, it wasn't 4 Agreements.
Atomic Habits.
We read Atomic Habits.
Yeah.
Before that, we read the 4 Agreements.
Look,
check this out. Last year, I read 0 books. This year, we've read 6. We'll be on set. We're on the 7th book. We're all like, these are the people that's in the morning meetup. 7 books. We'll probably read like 15 by the end of this month. By the end of this year.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So every single day we gather Monday through Friday. I'm gonna let you guys try it out for $1, okay? Because I am not a capper. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I want to give you a taste test. If you like it, stay. It's $79 a month. If you don't, you can leave. It's all good. Okay. So go to themorningmeetup.com. You guys will see the PTG boys in the building. So thank y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Did y'all enjoy it? Did y'all enjoy it so far?
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah, this is fire.
I appreciate that.
Yo, can we, we don't have the other mic. I was going to get like 2 questions in, but we don't have the other mic. It's okay. Yeah, maybe. 2 questions? 2 questions for our guests? Anybody got a question? 2 questions? Huh? Save it for Patreon? All right, we'll save it for Patreon.
It's a build-up. It's a build-up.
Let's save it for Patreon. Don't worry about that.
Oh, man.
All right, cool. So thank you so much, man. I would definitely, I want to have y'all back after I start selling cars. And I am going to do that affiliate joint, like selling other people cars, because I help people get into like the Toro business and like the car rental business.
Where they get the cars from?
They need the cars.
Right.
Come on, bro.
It's a
You know
figure
what's
eight.
crazy? There's a dealership that they're actually here, and he hit me. He was like, "Yo, I want to sponsor the podcast," but he didn't sponsor it. So.
Yo, there you go again, right? That master sales course. Let's run it up.
I'm not here trying to be a salesman. So, if we could, man, just close this out with, I guess, let everybody know how to follow you individually and just give us a word of wisdom, man. Just there's an entrepreneur out here that just feels like it's not possible, or they're down on themselves, or they feel like, yo, I bought a course before and it doesn't work, or it's something going on mentally that's stopping them from getting to where they know that they can be, right? So, if you will, I guess, who wants to close it out? Okay, I want you to close it out with the energy, all right? So, hey, do me a favor, just let everybody know how to follow you, and I'll close it out with a word of wisdom.
All right, perfect. You can follow us overall at PTG_365. That's our dealership main page. You can follow me personally on Instagram at E_Whitehead365.
Give me a word of wisdom, man.
Word of wisdom. I'll just say, just stay focused. Like we always say together, there's no L's. Like you don't take losses, it's lessons learned. So just stay focused, keep working, and no means new opportunity. We hear no's every single day, but that doesn't deter us. We keep going, we keep knocking on that door, and eventually that door will be open. So just keep going, keep hitting the ground running, and apply yourself, stay disciplined, and sacrifice. You know, there's parties every day. It's the same thing, same music, same people. Sacrifice, stay home, read those books, get up earlier. Everybody has the same 24 hours in the day. It's what you do within those 24 hours that differentiates you from everyone else. So just apply yourself.
I love it. Appreciate that. B, talk to me, man.
Yeah, Instagram is Brandon Medford _. That's my personal Instagram. You got the company Instagram. And just my word of wisdom is motivation gets you going. Discipline keeps you growing. And it's so easy to get motivated so quick. Like you may hear this podcast, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it. And you sign for the course and then 3 weeks saying like, damn, I don't wanna do this no more, I don't know. It's discipline. Nothing that's worth it happens overnight. You know, and it takes time. It takes consistency. But if you discipline yourself and know what's right for you and know what's wrong for you and only do the things in your life and only hang out with the people who's gonna help you become better, then you're gonna get to that point where you wanna get to. It's discipline. Discipline is key.
Well said, well said. Hey, what's up, man?
Mr_Monster Deal 365. That's my Instagram that you follow. I'm gonna say, listen, you're gonna fail. This is life. You're gonna fail. It's supposed to happen. The greatest of the greatest did not go through failure. Muhammad Ali got knocked out before. He's still the greatest. Think about all the greats of what they've been through. So for you to become the greatest at whatever you're doing, you have to fail because you're gonna learn how to not fail again. All of us have things we got going on personally. Tunnel vision is everything, okay? If the person next to you don't understand that energy, you gotta keep them away. It is what it is. The same friends you grew up with, when you're headed to the top of the mountain, they fall off. It's okay. It's all right. Let them fall off. When you see them, it's always God bless. You got to keep it pushing. We didn't get to this plateau without the trials and tribulations. All everybody sees the results. That's all they see. You've seen that McDonald's have over 300,000 chains. They didn't see when McDonald's first started, how the founder of McDonald's was looked at as a non-believer. Now look, same with Amazon, same with Apple, same with PTG. We walked in the gate, they didn't believe in us. That gate, we burst through it. Now it went from begging for deals to begging us for deals. There's a difference. Focus, keep pushing.
Man, appreciate that. We can't close it out no better than that. Oh, I do got to ask a question, too. 5 years. This last one, I promise.
It's that course, I'm telling you.
In 5 years, because we like to make predictions on the podcast, and I didn't do it last time. Where do we see PTG in the next 5 years? And the only reason I'm asking is because I want to watch this 5 years from now and say, yo, Eric said they was going to do that. They was on there. They said it 5 years ago. Where do we see PTG?
I'm going to say owning a yacht club. Owning like a place to sell yachts.
Just read my mind.
Selling jets. To get to that level, that's the pinnacle. Selling helicopters. That's the level that I see the company going.
Yep. We actually, I'm sorry, Brandon, when we first started, we had the PTG 365 abbreviations are crazy because we had properties too good every day. We had planes too good every day.
Yes.
We had plates too good, plates too go. We had so many, restaurant business, real estate, yachts, jets, just brokering everything and just making lots of money and having fun while we're doing it.
I love it. B.
I see about 100 locations in the U.S. I do see our own bank, and I see more importantly, having 1,000 independent contractors working with us throughout the United States. Because when you're able to employ people and help change people's lives, that's the greatest gift that God gave you that you could give to somebody else. So that's why I see. I don't say employees, I say independent contractors, because you're not gonna work for us, you're gonna work with us to grow this brand.
Yep.
I love it. We can't close it out no better than that, man. Do me a favor. First, follow these gentlemen, okay? The second, I need you to go get you some social proof, okay? I want you to go build something. Go build something big. But more importantly, after it's done being built, I need you to go back to your community and teach them how you did it, all right? So we are out of here. Peace. All right, look, I know you're enjoying the episode, but I got to tell you, finally, you asked for it, and we created a Patreon, okay? We created an inner circle. We have amazing stories, amazing information, how-tos from the episodes. The only thing we're missing is a community. So it's about that time. We put together our Patreon, we put together a community because we have to have conversation around the information. So even this podcast we're listening to right now, there needs to be conversation. I want to hear what you got. I want to hear what you got. Like, let's throw some stuff back and forth. And because we're like-minded, we're all going in the same direction. When we connect in a community, we can connect on other stuff outside the community because we're building real relationships. Okay, so check out the Patreon. We got 3 tiers. I don't care what tier you join. The support is appreciated.